I told everybody exactly what was going to happen. Now, with the weekend, when it was coming into the weekend, I was like, oh, tough, because it had about $800 to pull up. Pull up where? Inside the bottom side of the 68.3 Laplace on that weekly current candle and the 95.4% distribution. Right? Remember, we were down here at 29, right around 29. And we needed to get up above, I'm pretty sure it was 29.8. And we all know where we closed the week, right? It was up there a little higher than that. Yeah, it was right around 30. But now immediately, look what we're doing. I mean, the first day of this new weekly candle, we already ran the entire weekly 68.3 Laplace. The candles, the previous two are closing inside this 95.4 Laplace distribution. I feel good about that. And here's what I even feel better about. Right? What do returns do? They mean revert. Yeah, for sure, Saron. Any questions? Any subject? I'm definitely well versed in trading and cannabis. That is for sure. I literally used to make oil and give it to cancer patients. Bladder cured several people. The cannabis oil, not me. I was just having fun making it and not selling it, giving it to them. Which is important in my opinion. Let's see. But yeah, the returns are going to mean revert at some point here, right? On this weekly chart. Now, say the returns mean revert this week, guys. We would I mean, we're talking. We'll never see a pump like that. Ridiculous. Because look where it's at. 57, 58K. That'd be awesome. Have a 25K week. That'd be fun as shit. But I'm thinking we're going to start another up move, right? That's kind of what I'm feeling. It's down. Is it down here dicking around in these low levels right now? Yeah, it is. It's definitely been ranging. But I'm thinking over the next couple months, we're going to mean revert. This thing, we're going to see, it's going to test. How perfect would this be? Right? Right now, there's a 68.3% chance, right? The bottom side of the 68.3 gets tested. Be great if it, what if we just went sideways, slow, boop, go up here, maybe hit 41 again, reevaluate. But this is one thing that I've come to understand. And here's why. Let me see here. I'll go over here. You throw it on in 1 minute and you watch it. And it is brings a smile to my face when you start to really understand this, that the returns are going to mean revert. You've got the deviation bands. And obviously, we don't even need to, we'll have another little RMLR stream because it's fun, right? But when you understand, once you get to some of these lower deviation bands and the returns are away from the mean like that, the returns are going to mean revert. Right? You watch this on the 1 minute. Okay, trending moves, all right, so you're not there. Yeah, for sure. Like this move right here, maybe on the minute. I mean, just say this is any time frame, but just this chart. Yeah, for sure. That's what this is allowing. This thing is really gonna help, right? This thing is really gonna help. But I'm loving using entropy, right? I'm loving using entropy to figure out when to enter, when to exit, right? It's pretty powerful. But so I think is what you're saying. So as entropy, let me see. Okay, yeah, you are talking about entropy. Yeah. Yeah. I feel more comfortable taking the trend, taking the entropy trend. This is the exit. Yeah. This is how I'm playing the exit. And then I'm waiting for trend again. Right? And this is only a minute chart, for crying out loud. But if you're scalping this 1 minute, I mean, there's two nice little moves here. $100 pop, right? That's what we were talking about the other day. You could sit down here on this 1 minute and take $100 trades all day long using this. For sure. And always keep it in the back of your head, right? What's the most important thing? You're going to limit your losses if you are presented with one. You're just going to get out of the trade. Yep, 100. Yep, for sure, Sayron. Full account. Yep. It is actually the mean of returns. It's the reverse. It's actually the reverse mean of log returns, and that's why this indicator is so powerful. Is that it's the reverse function, and this is what we realized, and this is the mind blower. No, but we will have this indicator. This indicator will come out to you guys. You're not going to have, if you're having a variance outlier, say, Ron, it's trending for sure. For sure. Right? Here was the last one, right? We got double trend, boom, there's the outlier right there. Go back here. There was the outlier to the downside. Yep, for sure. If there's a variance outlier, you can guarantee entropy's trending. But yeah, if it were to happen, it just doesn't make sense, right? Because if you're having an outlier on the variance, it's a strong move. Yeah, for sure. There's a bunch. There is a bunch. I mean, literally, is what I want to get this thing down to is where I'm using the variance with the two different entropy indicators and the reverse mean of log returns, because this thing is so powerful when you understand how to use it. When you finally understand, okay, the returns are going to mean revert, price action is going to follow, entropy stops trending, you're out of the trade. Especially like you're getting wicks almost down to the 3SD band. You're definitely below the 95.4. So think about this. Crosses the mean, entropy starts trending. You're in the freaking trade, right? As soon as entropy starts to go back into randomness, as soon as it starts to go back into randomness, you're out of the trade, right? And it gives you great exits, great entries. And then what's going to happen? So if you're down here at the 95.4% band and the mean's way up here, this baby's going to mean revert, right? You're way out there. You're way out there. You get out at a 95.4% range. They are going to want to revert. And then you start to realize that past price action predicts the mean of returns. We would have never found this unless this reverse function came to be. Yeah, it's fun. Van, man. Because if I turn on the if I turn on the deviation bands that has the Gaussian mean, you can see the difference. Here, let's see here, style. Where is, right. Where in the hell is just a mean? Boom, boom, boom. Anyway, I just wanted you to see it better. It's, the skinny white line right there, right? That's the Gaussian mean. Just booking around. And you put the reverse function on the log return mean. It's so much more powerful. Incredible. Because it's actually, because when it's just the Gaussian mean, like with the deviation bands, you never are very far away from the mean. I mean, it will go away from it, but this is powerful, especially with the deviation bands. I'm still working with it. And obviously, I'm not even actively trading. I was running a chainsaw for 7 hours a day. That was lovely. I am worked. Chainsaw kicked my butt. So yeah, that's what's powerful. So the past price action predicts the future mean of returns. Yeah. Here. Where, oh, where? Gaussian. Yeah, the Gaussian filter. But play with it. That's what's awesome. And if you do play with it, bounce around with the mean, the geometric mean, Gaussian filter, the harmonic mean. Those are the ones I like to play with. All the other stuff, Donnie threw it in there. You can mess around with the Fisher. Least squares. There's you got the root mean square. There's a lot of cool things in here. Variance log, moving average. Yep. But this is a game changer. This will be fun. Yeah, but boom, on the 1 minute. And I just love watching the 1 minute because you can see everything happening, right? You can see the divergences playing out. I mean, there's bear div right now. Does it play out? Does the returns oscillator bounce here? You look over here on the price action. Okay, we're a little bit above the mean. We could just hover around right here, right? Maybe reject off the 1 SD band here. Take this to the downside on the 1 minute because of the bear div. But the returns oscillator could bounce right here. We'll see. Fun to watch, y'all. What I did see, was that on the 4-hour? Yeah, I mean, just look at the 4-hour price action. I mean, you're just chopping around. Right, we get this little run here. The reverse wave trend crossed up the reverse Fisher. Immediately, what happens? Boom! Man, big 4-hour dump candle. Had a lot of them. See what's happening here. Right? I mean, this is distribution all day. Well, But like I said, I go up there on the weekly and I'm like, at some point, the returns are going to mean revert. We're way far away. Big time. Way far away. But it, look right here, right? We're just flying. Finally. Get below it, go up, mean revert. Rides the mean. Right now we're dropping away. At some point, the returns will mean revert. Price action is going to follow. But where? Where does that happen? Do we just go sideways? Do we stay down here around 30K? I mean, for the rest of the year? Get some excitement. I mean, this is great for low time frame trading, right? I'm ready for the market to take off as a whole, though. Big time. This was interesting. This was interesting. Usually you're going to see a coordinated dump, right? Man, if you go and you correlate SPY and Bitcoin on the low time frames, you're going to see it go negatively correlated. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. When traditional markets opened up, right? SPY was up, what, almost 2%? Yeah, 7.29 points. Bitcoin dumps going into the close of traditional markets. So you'll see, like on the 4-hour, guarantee they're not correlated. So this is interesting. NASDAQ was feeling some pain though, going into the end. Yeah, crazy. SPY pump today. Now I saw NASDAQ was up a little bit earlier. But yeah, this is I wouldn't be a bit surprised if Bitcoin's getting ready to rebound overnight, probably. And this is what I was talking about, right? When we get these new ranges, I checked earlier, it's like 0.67%. Yep. So we got a tight weekly range. We're going to see some action. So what's this thing going to do? We already, literally to the dollar, what did we just do earlier? Look at the wick. Right to the first support level, the weekly price action volatility range. And after this dump, the mean's going to follow, right? Well, at some point, you're going to mean revert. Finally. Almost did here. This little pump. It came down. Boop. Then by using all your tools, we're going to cross over. Going to go to the top side. But then that's the thing. It's a game. And when you realize this past price action is creating this future meaner returns, I mean, you can see it. And it follows it. Trust me. With this we know. Undoubtedly. Pretty nuts. So this price action starts pumping, you'll see, out here, you'll see the mean returns start to pump. Right? That's what makes it great. It's powerful. This thing flies up here. The mean is flying right behind it out here. And so when you go up here, you don't have to go as far to mean revert. Pretty crazy. I've just been watching it, how it creates it on the 1 minute. It's pretty powerful. But it would be nice to get let's take a peek over here. This is 4-hour telling me, right? Had a nice outlier on the 4-hour. Yeah, when it comes to the 4-hour too, right? We're on top of the mean. So are we going to cross down and then mean revert up here? Are we going to pump off the mean? Find out. You will find out. Started to trend to the downside, but hit those standard error bands. It was like, nope. Hanging on to the reverse Fisher on the 90-minute. And the first standard deviation band as well. Yeah. We're probably, although, I mean, we're starting to print a little, we're not a little, we're starting to print some hidden bear. Fishers are turning up down here by the 3SD band now. Past the 2 anyway, about right in the middle. Oh boy, the correlation on the 90-minute just fell off a cliff. Heading back into randomness. This volatility contracts here. This price action will walk up. Significantly negatively correlated. Look at the APPs, they're all pretty buried too. Just got this 90-minute, what, 25 minutes ago. Yeah. Bull div in the 45. 15 look like. Yeah, a bunch of bull div. Let's see. Oh yeah. Yeah, this thing's probably gonna pick up a little bit. Probably cross the mean here. Where is that? Yeah, it's the 95.4, right at the R1 of the weekly, 31.5. Let me see here. Yeah, right around the 1SD. A little bit below it. So the R1 on the weekly is right pretty much a little bit under the first standard deviation on the weekly, the top side. This though, this is played out, in my opinion. I mean, we're taking some profits, man. There's some people, my goodness. I like it though. This is what you want to watch. We close a weekly candle below this 95.4. We'll probably see some lower numbers, but you can see what's happening. And this is the same thing the previous 2 weeks. All right, had these dumps below it. Whoop, closes right back up inside. And like that week, pulled back up inside the first standard deviation normal distribution. Last week, it pulled inside the 68.3 Laplace. What happens this week? Because we literally already ranged in the weekly 68.3 on the first day. Something here. Are those? Let me see something. Bam, it is that candle. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, man, there's just. That was the low on the returns oscillator. That big daily candle right there. After that, obviously, going sideways. We did have this big wick, right? But, I mean, you can see it. I mean, there's a lot of bull div. hovering right around the zero mean. The entropies are saying up too on the daily. What's going to happen here? I mean, are we going to go back into, I mean, we're going to continue to contract? It looks like the correlation's trying to flip back to the downside. Oh, yeah. Well, it's weakening. That's for damn sure. Yeah, I mean, we've been under the mean since 41. Yeah. Yep. Because there was the 48K. Yeah. On the daily? Let me see. Oh yeah, down here. Yeah, but see, that's the thing. So, do we hover around under the mean? Do we dump out? Or do we cross up? Do we cross up the mean? As soon as if this price action crosses up this mean, you're going to see this turn up. Just because the mean of returns is right down here, that doesn't mean price action's going there by any means. But yet, no pun intended. It's down there. It's down there. I mean, price gets up. Maybe we have like what if this thing were to go to 40K real fast, 10K, and then come down here and mean revert? Oh, good lord. Thing is, the mean of returns will rise quickly with a pump. Once you guys get this, you'll see how this thing's working. It's pretty powerful. Got my pink tail hanging out. But you can see slowly on this daily, just going back into randomness. Contracting, heading negatively correlated, going into randomness, losing its correlation. Today, anyway. Yeah, this thing's going to float up, I bet. I bet this thing's going to float up. Yeah, it's just now with that 15-minute close, crossed over the mean. So this is definitely probably going to get up here to the top side of the 68.3 here real quick, 29.5, I would imagine. And, you know, everybody knows how this is going to work. All right, we get up here, we start closing some 15-minute candles above the daily. I mean, we're going to get up here in the weekly again, close some up there. This is what happened yesterday, right? The weekly was inside the 68.3, so rejection, right? Bounce off. Look, using that weekly range as support all over the place. Perfect wicks. And the daily snuck in there too. So this was a lot of nice just I don't want to say, I'll say intraday just because the daily's right there on that weekly. So it was kicking price action back up for a while until that last dump. Man, that thing flushed out. Right? Flushed out. A little fake out too. We close this 15-minute candle below it a little bit, then get one back up to the top of the daily. Look at that wick right to the top of the daily and flush. This will be interesting to see now that, I mean, the candle did cross over. We're on the other side of the mean. Do we make a run up here to the weekly? Like $1,000? Let me go back over here. Variance is definitely low. Volatility is about crushed. And going into randomness, losing its correlation to the downside. This could start a walk up. And yeah, there was definitely bull div on the return or on the log return Z score too. Let's see. Oh yeah, bunch. Returns oscillator and the log return Z score and Fisher and DLP. So this thing's got all of the writings of a little move. Probably nothing major. Probably nothing major. We'll see though. Let's see if there's anything else happening. ETH's back under 2K. Shitcoin. Let's see. Oh, they're running this game. Triple Qs and SPY were up today. I think NASDAQ was a little bit. Obviously, it's down right now. But I bet they didn't lose correlation. Let's look at SPY real quick on this VRE. Yeah, that was a good day. Got up, look. No, that's actually, I'll tell you what, man. This is a little more significant than the last week. I'm sure everybody remember I was talking about right here. It looked good, obviously, right? SPY dumped out. SPY dumped out. I liked it. Why? Well, it was above the weekly, right? Closing above the weekly, looking good, had some momentum. Woohoo! Here we are again. Close of the day above the weekly price action volatility range. There we go. Do we get continuation tomorrow? Closed above the 1SD too, and the monthly. The monthly S1. That's one thing good about SPY, man. It didn't drop too far below its monthly. We know Bitcoin, right? Look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin's monthly is way up. 40.9 is the center. That's why I'm not going to be a bit surprised if we don't run up 10K by the end of the month. This could be the week where this thing turns around. Something's not adding up. I got this feeling. My gut, my spidey senses are tingling. Something's weird. Something is very weird. It's not just all my JPEGs. Yeah, this is kind of crazy how far below Bitcoin dropped from the monthly range. I didn't see that coming, really. But that's that's why, man. When you're looking at the macro stuff, you want to get down on the low time frames. That's where you want to trade. You start just these people that are just looking at the macro. It's like they don't see the forest because of the trees. You know what I mean? I like to get in the forest. Freaking dick around down on those low time frames. That's where we know we're money. Because anything 4 hour and above, I mean, you're looking at swing trades where we don't do that. Knock yourself out if you want. Anybody who wants a swing trade volatility, go for it. Good luck. Good luck. Or you trade this crazy volatility in the 15-minute. God, look at all these great trades. Yeah, little outliers. Let's look on the 5-minute. Yeah, lots of good moves today. You pull it all in. Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. About 17 outliers in the 5-minute. Yeah, most of them trended too. See, that's what's great. When you're having those outliers, you're going to trend. Let's see. Yeah, not as many though. No, you can see them. They all did. Little trends. Some bigger than others, right? Nah, well, hell, I mean, that's over a full 24 hours, though. I'm just talking about like yesterday's trading day. Yeah, there was about 17 on the 5 minute. So just say you're trading 8 hours, and maybe you got 7 or 8 of those or something. Who knows? I'm gonna get as many as I can get. If I'm trading, right? I'm begging. Come on. Yeah, volatility on the 5 minute just off a cliff on top of the mean. This thing's about to pop to the top side. Let's see. Yeah. Bunch of bull dip was building from way back here on the 5 minute. Every one of these lows is a higher low. Probably getting ready to pop. We're above the mean of returns. We're over here. See on this 5 minute? That's first step, right? We got to get above this reverse wave trend. Get up, start cooking. Right there, that 29.5 area is right on the 5 minute reverse Fisher. 68.3 on the daily. 29.5. Probably heading right there. And it's the center of the daily range. Would make sense to me. I saw this earlier though. It's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, I mean 80. Jesus, just on Bitfinex, there's 85,700 Bitcoins longed. Only 2,646 shorted. A little bit of an imbalance there. Little bit of an imbalance. Speaking of imbalances. Yeah, I think we've seen the brunt of the selling. It's starting to lose its definitely starting to lose its power. Want to see the buy pressure pick up for crying out loud though. Gee, many Christmas. Just look like on the weekly. Gee, many Christmas. Yeah, I mean, just on the weekly, you can see, right? All the way back, yeah, May. Not a lot of buy pressure. I mean, we had a few little spurts here, right? There's a couple little moves back up to the top side. Huh. A lot of sell pressure, though, continuous. Profit taking. I just read your message. Yeah, but I'm telling you, there it definitely isn't. I mean, when you get a variance outlier, high probability you're dropping in the trend a little bit. You didn't on this one, but you're dropping though. You definitely are starting to drop. Wasn't as big of a move, right? But very tradable. Very tradable. Which one was that? That was this one on the top side, right? Let's see. Oh, Jesus. I mean, we're talking $500 move. Anybody have any questions? Yeah. I mean, you can see. And look at that thing. All right. Another little session break, man. That thing fucking just dumped. Very interesting. Dropped right. I mean, you freaking right before the break, man. You close up there below the weekly and just whoop. Playing that game. Yeah, I bet this rebounds. I bet that rebounds. Like I said, I mean, it's what Spy did last week. Let's see what happens. Tricky bastard. I mean, we closed above the weekly, closed above the 1SD and the monthly S1. Does this want to make a run at the monthly range? Possibly. 419, 420. A nice move. Um, I like it. It's got to start turning blue. So like that one move, it never did. I mean, it started to lighten up a little bit, but yeah. But yeah, if you want to be safe, take these trending moves. You know they're going to be, and it's guarantee it. If this is dropping into, so let's put it this way: if you see entropy dropping into a trend, guarantee there's an outlier. But you could have a small outlier without the entropy dropping into trend. That is definitely true. But if you see entropy trending, you can guarantee there's an outlier associated with it. All these little trends. Let's see. Yep, little outliers. Little outliers. Even that one. Yep, there she is. Look at these little guys. Look, they're cute. They're little baby outliers. Yeah. Yeah, big time. It's like flopping the nuts, right? Game's fucking easy. Yeah, volatility down there on the low time frames. What's it look like on the 15? Probably low. Yeah, dropping off a cliff a little bit too. Yeah, we got a move coming. And so then what's this gonna do over here? We're gonna drop back down below, or are we gonna use this little ledge here? Whee! Gonna pop off that bad boy? That'd be fun. That'd be fun. Cause yeah, we're cruising back to where we're very random. I like this percentile contracting negatively correlated. But yeah, this thing needs to get a move on. Oh yeah. And time to fly, you just DM me. Tell me when you want to start. Get some of your live streams taken care of. I'm ready. MJ, you got something to say? You there? He is not. Let's see. It's flashing. Yeah. Yeah, I mean you nailed it. It starts flashing, you're waiting, right? At some point, it's coming. Even if it's just little ones. Yeah. Back over here. I mean, it's just in this opening 4 hour candle. It's in the 68.3. Um, Kinda, that's kind of a little backwards. It's like everything will flow uphill. So you can kind of predict what's going by the low time frames, rolling up into the higher time frames. But yes, I do. I'll start on like when I start intraday trading, I start on the 4 hour and work it backwards. So in a sense, yes, but not exactly. It's like I see the 4 hour, the 90-minute, the 45, and the 15 is going to give me a good bias of probably with high probability of what price action is going to do for the day, especially when you got the VRE. You can see it. Do we have a tight daily range? Was it a tight weekly range? Where are we? I love having all the distribution levels on there. But yeah, that's how I usually will start it out. I mean, like anything above 4 hour, any chart I'm ever on, trust me, I'm not trading any of that. I just do. People like to see the higher time frames. When I go into a day of trading, 4 hour and below, 4 hour, 90, 45, and 15 gets me a good idea of what I'm doing on the 5 minutes all day long. At least like how I'm gonna allocate my capital. There's going to be a down day. Going to be an up day. We're just going to go sideways. And those are the great days. If I'm seeing something in the day where it's just like this baby's going sideways all day, I'm doing so. I'm taking the day off. I'm not going to sit around for a couple trades. If I see a tight price action volatility range, I'm on that, right? You're ready. You're probably going to trend that day. And then you just, by going down through those time frames, you figure out, okay, so I already know we're going to trend which way. Let's do this. But yeah, guys, we're probably going to wrap it up. And the rest of the week should be earlier. Yeah, you're welcome. Should be the regular time, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Get back on that schedule. Yep, you're welcome, Takumi. But yeah, tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Probably the rest of the week. I've got some stuff to do, but those times should be fine. You are welcome, Time to Fly. And like I said, definitely get a hold of me. We'll get one of your sessions out of the way. Other than that, you guys, tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will see you guys.